gonna do something kind of different today. I don't really talk a lot about dating after abuse, which is something that I'm writing a full intensive course on, but I also am doing, I have a partnership with Ben Taylor from Raw Motivations, where he is holding my course right now, my mini version of the Healthy Dating After Abuse course, on his app called the Narc app, and it's found on narcapp.com. So if you go to the link in my bio, you can actually see the community narcapp.com and you can join it. There's an app that's involved, and that course there basically just goes over all the steps on, and I'm going to create a bigger one, but all the steps on how to know if you're ready, figure out what your standards are, what your boundaries are, what makes your identity you, and if you're able to identify red flags, and be able to trust yourself again to go out and find out what a healthy relationship feels like, looks like, and be able to be comfortable, and also practice self-love and self-care, because that's really important. But yes, yes, girl, yes. What's going on, everyone? How's life? How's things? What's new? This is the first time in a really long time that I've gone live twice in one day. So, lucky. Everyone's lucky. Jade, what's going on, girl? Miss your face. How are you? How's it going? So, dating after abuse. Who here in the chat, I know that we're starting to build the chat a little bit. So if you're just popping in, my name is Ro. I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor, and I'm a certified life coach. And I'm here to help you heal from narcissistic abuse, help you get out into the world and start dating again. Hey, Rebecca, what's going on? Busy day here, just getting ready to unwind. Me too. This is what we do to unwind. Pizza or hamburger? I like pizza. I'm going to definitely go with pizza. How long is the don't want to meet anyone ever again because I feel like I have issues and no trust? You have to learn to trust yourself, darling. You have to get to this place where you can start trusting yourself again. I can help you get there. There is this level of hypervigilance that we acquire when we are with narcissistic people, where we do think that everybody in our life is going to hurt us. It's hypervigilance. It's like walking into a building and taking a look. As soon as you walk in, you see all the threats. You see all the exits. You know exactly how to get the fuck out if somebody were to attack you. You know where the fire hydrant is. You know where an escape route is. You know how to get the fuck out of there, because if somebody tries to hurt you, you know how to save yourself. And this is what happens in hypervigilance when we are in a abusive situation and we don't want to get hurt again. Hi, Hustle Harvey. What's up, Charlie? We have to get to this place where we can really protect ourselves, right? Thank you for the roses. Hello, it's my first time here. Welcome here, Queen North. We're talking all about dating after abuse. I am Ro. I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor, and I'm also a certified life coach, so I can help you heal, but I can also help you learn how to find yourself again, right? What happens in these narcissistic relationships is we have our light completely dimmed down to almost nothing. It's just a flicker. It's like barely there. And we stop trusting ourselves. And a lot of the times we feel like everyone's gonna hurt us. The truth is, we cannot avoid narcissists. They're fucking everywhere. Everywhere. Literally everywhere. We can't avoid them. What we can do is we can identify red flags so that if we do encounter one, we can just get the fuck out of there and ditch them the second they try to get really close to us, try to get to this place where, they're going to get us to trust them, right? They are everywhere. They're not unique. Feeling special and unique is a behavioral trait of narcissistic abuse or narcissism in general. But that doesn't mean that they are special and unique. Have you ever had a narcissist say to you, "You'll never meet anyone like me ever again. You'll never meet anyone like me. I'm so unique. No one will ever love you the way I love you." Anyone ever hear that from a narcissist or a person in their life that was toxic? Yeah. Right? I'm glad I won't want to meet anyone like you, but the truth is I probably will. But I won't want anybody to love me the same way because I'm not going to allow it next time. Now we know We gain this cutthroat ability of cutting them off when they are not who they say they are. When they're a liar, when they're disingenuous, when they're a narcissist or a con artist. Right? Yes, or I did everything for you and you are nothing without me. You know why they say that to you? It's because they are nothing without you. They build a mask that is created out of nothing. They create it on the fly the minute the second they meet you, they create it. It's been 4 years and you're still hurting. Yeah. I would take a look at some of these books that have helped me heal. You know, go to the link in my bio, CJ, and take a look at even The Body Keeps Score. That is an amazing book just to kind of get your traumas and connect it with the physical part of your body that's hurting and that's suffering through it. The science behind how our traumas are connected and stored in our body. Something that will help you just kind of identify and even label what you've been through. Be really kind to yourself because healing hurts. Healing hurts, okay? But this is in my new journal that's out on Amazon right now. If you want this journal, it is a healing recovery journal that will help you just give you some areas of inspiration, and then you can also write your thoughts and start writing all the things that you're able to do in freedom. This is also linked in my bio. You can get this on Amazon. But this is something I want to share with you. Healing from narcissistic abuse will hurt. And it will hurt. And it will hurt some more. And then one day it won't. I promise you, this is temporary. What you're going through right now is temporary, I promise. Bad times don't last. Okay, and the fact that you're in here right now, sharing and being vulnerable and being within this chat and community and talking about what you're going through and even just sharing that vulnerability that you are hurt is a sign that you're healing. It's a lot of weight just lifted off, right? It's temporary. I learned a lot here. To get out of the abuse, I have a life again. Yeah. Thank you for everything you do. Oh, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here and supporting me and just showing me that what I'm saying is helping, and that, anything in community, anything with the positive energy of others will help us. We'll all be able to help kind of move forward here. He got mad and I want to go to church. Said, I need to stop being me before I can let God in. I don't get that. He got mad that I want to go to church, said I need to stop being me before I can let God in. I'm not sure what that means. You inspire me. Your advice helped me so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for saying that. I feel weirder. Why I feel weirder since he's gone, like the strength I had in me at the end makes me feel like I'm weak. You know how hard it is to be in fight or flight for so long? We're not supposed to have these high levels of cortisol coursing through our body for such a long period of time, for months, for days. Even just like a few hours, we're not supposed to have that. We're supposed to have cortisol right before we jump out of a plane. We're supposed to have cortisol and adrenaline right before we go out on stage and tell a speech to a big group of people. We have a little bit of adrenaline when we're almost in a car accident, right? That's supposed to be short-lived. You signed up for group coaching. Ooh, I appreciate you for signing up for group coaching. That is on October 23rd at 7 o'clock. Mountain Standard Time. If you want to join that group, there's still some space left. Go to the link on my bio and check it out. But this type of cortisol spike that we get is short-lived. It's supposed to be short-lived. So when a narcissist is keeping you on edge, where you're just always walking on eggshells and you can't relax because you don't know if Jekyll or Hyde is going to come walking through that door, you have no idea. So what happens, right? Our cortisol stays at an all-time high for such a long period of time. And it takes so much energy to stay there. So of course, when you leave the relationship, if you get out or you have a period of calm, of course you're exhausted. Of course you're tired. Of course you feel weak. Give yourself grace for that. Be very kind to yourself for what you've been through. The trauma that you've been through is completely valid. And I want you to remember that. If I'm lucky, I'll get paid $500,000 in ransom and be done with her soon. Oh God. He basically says I'm the narcissist and have issues because of my trauma, that I'm the problem. Of course they'll say that. That's called projection and deflection. They're going to deflect all that on you. Just see your TikTok and man, my hypervigilance been eating me up. I feel that. It's okay to be hypervigilant. That happens in narcissistic abuse. It is okay to be in this mode where you need to protect yourself all the time. That is okay. Almost out 3 months, co-parenting is torture. So tired. Yeah, I know. Co-parenting is almost impossible to do with a narcissist, just so you know. Please tell me I'm so dramatic, but I'm scared. People tell me you're so dramatic. You know, those people can just live their own life because they don't know what you're going through, right? Somebody's telling you you're being dramatic. Well, to who, in whose lens? That is the way you occur to them. That doesn't mean that's who you are. Chris Cassie, what's up, girl? See, I don't know what's going on. You are a moderator, but it never shows. But when I go to click your name, of course it shows. I forgot to show you guys. You guys see this? You see this? It says narc free. New tumblers in the merch store. If anybody wants a narc free tumbler, or a Rollercoaster of Love tumbler, or a Love is a Verb tumbler, you can find them in my store. You can just go to the link in my bio and look at all the merch that came out for the narc free roller coaster crew merchandise. Looking forward to true no contact. I've been gray rocking until marital settlement is signed. Good for you. You've got to go low contact, gray rock. It is really difficult to go completely no contact with a narcissist, or anyone really, especially if you're still in looking for that legal finalization. So you have to make sure you protect yourself because it could bite you in the butt. So it took me about 1.5 years or so, or a little over a year, for me to go no contact with the narcissist that I married. Hey, Andrea, welcome. You love it so much. Yes. All of the merchandise is on the link in my bio if you want to go check it out. I've got hoodies, I've got shirts, I got hats, got coffee mugs, I got tumblers. I'm going to be introducing some other parts of the designs onto some merchandise as well. So if you do have any, what about a freaking narc whack chop tumbler? No, we're not going to get that. We're going to get narc free tumblers because I like my water or my juice or my coffee or whatever it is I'm drinking narc free. My narcissist is going to trial after 2 years waiting, and now I have to speak and relive it. I am so sorry you're going through that. One thing that I would suggest when you're going through any kind of trial or you have to see them in court is really visualize it so that you're prepared mentally and emotionally. Visualize it, really live in it. Visualize it. Think about the sounds of your heels, clackety, clickety clacking on the marble floor, and what that's going to feel like to walk into that courtroom where it is carpet and it's quiet and it's not echoey. Really feel what you're going to feel like sitting there looking at them and what they look like and how you're going to feel, right? Really think about the clothes you're going to wear, how it's going to feel on your skin, the temperature in the room. Think about that. Almost get into it so that you're living it almost like a memory and it's not a surprise to you, right? I'm so happy for you and you're a boss. Oh, thank you so much. I'm old enough to remember when a narc was bad, but meant something else entirely. I'm old enough to remember when narc was bad. I don't know what that means. Mine likes to file petitions like that. Brilliant for fiction. It would make Stephen King much. The stories they tell, right? The stories they tell to get attention. Isn't that interesting how many stories they love to tell just to get that attention? Narcissists love attention. They're all about attention. All about attention. They need it. They need every single story, every single narrative to live this life, to get that supply, to create chaos in your life. Because they live in chaos, right? Narc used to mean rat or snitch. I know, a narc. Like, you narking on me. Are you narking on me? Are you a narc? I know that. That's so funny. So when I get like sometimes, and also narcotics. And hi, Lance. How are you today? It's been a minute since I've seen you, my friend. Nice. Good to catch you on live. I know I was just live for like literally a hot minute on Instagram for like 20 minutes. I don't go live that short, but I had wine being delivered, so I didn't want to like have the doorbell ring while I was live. And then I'm like, well, I'll just go live on TikTok as well. You're telling your story, but in an actual book. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah, write a book. Love attention and act like entitled little children behind closed doors. They do. They act like little immature little brats because they are immature. Narcissists have this like really limited emotional development that hasn't gone past their childhood, so they weren't able to regulate their emotions. The hat is actually narc-free roller coaster crew hat that I've developed. So I have a merch line where I have narc-free roller coaster and love is a verb merchandise. You can find it on the link in my bio. You can get this exact hat right here. Just click the link under Rollercoaster of Love merchandise. Been working 7/12s and for the last 3 months or so. How are you? I'm doing so good. You must be busy, Lance. You sound super busy working. Making that cake, hey? Working hard. Yeah, narcissists are immature. If you notice, they don't have good communication skills, right? They talk in circles like a child. It's called narcissistic word salad. They don't know how to take accountability. They don't really give a shit if you're busy, if you're sick, if you're cooking dinner, just like a child. If a child wants a snack, they're going to come to you and be like, Mommy, I want a snack. They're not going to care if you're in the shower, if you're busy. They're just going to say they want the snack. And if you don't give them that snack, no matter what you're doing, they're going to have a temper tantrum. Okay? That's a child. That's how children operate. Because they don't care. They don't have empathy. They haven't yet developed empathy, right? Get that sleep. Have a good night. Catch up soon. Yes, catch up soon, my friend. I heard it comes from how the dad treated their mom for man and how we break the cycle for our kids. Yeah, that's part of it, but it's also a lack of emotional intelligence. It's a lack of being able to develop themselves emotionally. Yeah, they weren't able to identify their emotions, identify their feelings, feel their feelings, and then able to regulate their feelings, right? Their parents or their guardians never gave them those tools to be able to regulate those emotions and feelings. So what happens is they become really self-absorbed because they weren't able to rely on the outside, the external. They go internal. They rely on themselves. They have to become self-sufficient. And then what happens is they get to this place where they no longer trust the outside world. They have to go inward, right? So does it mean that, let's say my son would be that way because his dad was? No, it doesn't necessarily mean that at all. It just really depends on the parental dynamics. But a lot of narcissists do develop narcissism because of their lack of emotional intelligence. And this is why we say narcissists are immature. This is why we say that they don't actually have a sense of emotional intelligence because they were never able to identify their emotions and feel them. They lack empathy. One of the 9 behavioral traits of a narcissist is the lack of empathy. And so if they don't know that you're sick, if they don't know that you're not feeling well, if they don't know or can feel your experience and live in your shoes, they're not going to care if you don't. Turn that little toddler child who wanted that snack into a, 40-year-old adult. Now that 40-year-old adult wants a snack, they're not going to care. They're just going to lash out when they don't get their way and have a tantrum. My narcissist literally kicked her feet and beat a pillow like a toddler tantrum when I confronted her. Exactly. They do this kind of shit. They cry out loud. They scream. They pound the floor. They hit the wall, right? They hit the wall beside you. They drive recklessly. They scream in the street because they're having a rage fest, right? They're just having this toddler explosion because they didn't get their way. Do you believe it's spiritually motivated at all? Like they're possessed by demonic forces? No, I don't really believe that myself. I know a lot of people do, but I don't believe that myself. I think that it is more a product of environment. It is more of a nurture versus nature. So I don't really think that there's any outside forces really infiltrating into narcissistic personality. Hey, bestie. What's up, my friend? Miss your face. Or half your face. I won a session with you a few months ago. I'm now narc free. 4 months, no contact. Northern Lights. I appreciate you for sharing that. I'm proud of you. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you for being no contact. That's awesome. For 3 days, she only tried to figure out how I find out, not a word of apology. A lot of narcissists will not apologize for real. So apologies take a lot of different levels. One, you have to be able to identify, if you're going to apologize to somebody, you have to be able to identify what you did and be specific on what you're apologizing. If you do want the hat, it is linked in my bio. You can get it under the Rollercoaster merch line. So this hat is available for purchase. Not this one specifically, but one will be ordered for you. And it is a snapback, so it will fit anybody, okay? If you want a sincere apology, if you want to give a sincere apology, you have to identify what you're apologizing for and be specific. I apologize that I did this specific thing to you, okay? The second thing you need to do is you need to actually have empathy for the person you're apologizing to. So you have to actually show that person that what you did affected them and that you recognize it. You know, not I apologize you felt that way. I apologize this and I acknowledge that I made you feel really shitty about it. That is apology. And the third thing and the most important thing is you have to have changed behavior. A narcissist will be really quick to say sorry and not change anything. They think that saying sorry and apologizing is an excuse to do it again because you accepted it, right? You consented to it, really. So I can cheat on you all over again because I said sorry. A narcissist doesn't really apologize. They just excuse their behavior so that they can do it again. And a lot of the times it's a pattern. So you got to really look for those patterns. If a narcissist apologizes to you, look for a few things. Look for changed behavior. Look for specificity. Look for an acknowledgement to how it impacted you and how you felt. If those three things don't exist, that apology is merely manipulation. It's not a real, true apology. So no, you're not going to find a lot of narcissists who are not aware, who do not know how to take accountability and responsibility for the pain they cause people. You're not going to see sincere apologies. Apologies without any kind of changed behavior is just manipulation. Narcs cannot do empathy. They lack empathy. They have low empathy for sure. I always had to coach my narc through a proper apology, and it felt fake, never specific. Yeah, exactly. They don't ever specify. They say, sorry you felt that way. Sorry for all the things I did to you. I'm sorry for everything. Has a narcissist ever said that to you? I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for all of it. I'm sorry for the last 10 years. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for all the things I did. What did you do? How did you hurt me? And what are you going to do to change it? Even if you coached a narcissist through all of that, they're not going to give you those answers. Because that would mean that they're taking responsibility and accountability. They fucking hate to do that. They don't want to do that. Sorry for everything is all the narc could say. Yes, mine too. The one that I married. Same thing. How do you handle friends who made through the narc after the discard? So yeah, I call those monkeys in the middle. Right? So those monkeys in the middle could be flying monkeys. They could actually be people who are trying to get you to talk to that narcissist again, or maybe abuse you through the narcissist. So you do have to be really choosy with those people that you keep in your life. Remember, neutrality isn't someone who's on your side, someone who's neutral and say, I only want to remain neutral. I'm friends with the both of you. And they don't believe what you're saying because they don't want to see it. That is not a person who's on your side. That is not a person that's in your corner. That is a person who claims neutrality because they don't want to get involved, meaning that they're on the side of the abuser. These people I block. Personally, I block. If you're just tuning in, my name is Ro. I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor and I'm a certified life coach. I can help you heal from narcissistic abuse. One of the things I do and I help my clients through is how to navigate through their friendships and relationships after the abuse, and also learn how to step out into the world again and maybe date if you want to. But one of the things you have to ask yourself is, who belongs in my life? Yes, you made friends through the narcissist. If they're still friends with the narcissist, they're enabling them. Yes, you made friends through the narcissist. If they're still connected to the narcissist, there's still contact. If you're trying to say no contact with a narcissist, you can't do that when you have monkeys in the middle, okay? Those are called monkeys in the middle. Now you're going to have to determine, are they flying monkeys? Or are they people who are going to enable the narcissist and therefore enable your breaking no contact? You have to ask yourself that. As a life coach, if I'm going to help you through all this, I'm not going to hold the wheel for you. I'm going to hold your hand, and I'm going to help you make really good decisions for you, and you're going to arrive to those decisions on your own. You know, for someone like Megan that's in the chat, for anybody else, for someone like me, I block them. That's what I do with those people. My buddy wants to get off blow, but my friend says it's never going to happen. I think he's sick. I don't know. I'm not sure what to say about that. How do you feel about no contact with a normal man, though? He contacted me and then because I missed him. I don't know what a normal man means to you. This is a room for narcissistic abuse. So is there a reason why you're going no contact? Are they abusive? You know, a lot of the times going no contact is because there's some sort of disruption of your peace. So if you are if your peace is being disrupted and you're going no contact, but you want to break contact because you miss them, ask yourself, are they going to disrupt your peace? Right? His call and then won't pick up my call. I'm not sure about that. She hid money. I almost paid for everything. Told I'm a deadbeat. Left all the things in her name too. Yeah, that sounds a lot like financial abuse, Jason. It sounds like you're struggling. Sorry, I just read struggling. It sounds like you're suffering from financial abuse and somebody has used you and manipulated you to get what they wanted and exploited you. I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm really struggling. Now he has a girlfriend. Sheila, what he has is a new supply. Not a new girlfriend. He's got a new supply. You were the old supply. Now he's got a new one. I know it sucks and it feels like a struggle. But what you're going through, what you are dealing with right now, this new girlfriend will deal with one day. I promise you, it's going to happen for her. She's just in the cycle. As soon as they start devaluing you and abusing you, they're love bombing a new supply. And the cycle just keeps going in rotation. Just cycles of supply in rotation. You're just a number. You're just the next person in line, right? That's what the new supply is. While you're being abused, she's being love bombed. And that's just manipulation anyway. And then it's going to go around in circles. So I know that's a tough thing to hear and understand and really accept. But that's what's happening, right? And that means that person never really, I know that that's a struggle, but they don't really care about you. He was never yours. It was just your turn. Yeah. You know what? That is the most perfect way to put it. Why does my ex-girlfriend decide to wear the jewelry I got her on social media, post, say she's being 3 weeks no contact, my ex on social media getting attention and trying to get my reaction? I don't know. It sounds like a lot of drama there. It sounds like most narcissists want to get some sort of attention and get your reaction. And what's happening is it's working because you are having a physical reaction to this right now. You're having this curiosity, you're trying to get down to the bottom of it. And that will happen if you are being roped in by a narcissist through social media. Social media is a form of triangulation. Who here knows what triangulation is? I'm going to give you a lesson on triangulation with narcissists. Hands up if you know what it is, okay? If you don't know what it is, put a little X, do a little X, or just be like, I don't know, IDK. Pop that in the chat if you don't know what a triangulation situation is. She was like the victim, third person, another party. Yeah, X, you don't know, okay? Right? Okay? Yeah, triangulation is exactly what Heather Lovato. Heather Lovato said, okay? Triangulation is basically a third point. So here's you, and here's the narcissist. The narcissist wants to abuse you. How does the narcissist try to abuse you? When you're no contact. You've got them blocked. You can't talk to them. They can't talk to you. They can't get to you because you're blocked. So what do they do instead? They go through a third party. They'll tell the sister that you cheated. They'll tell this person that you did something. They'll tell a flying monkey that this happened. They'll go through social media and post all of their beach vacation photos with their new supply, trying to make you jealous, trying to hurt you. They'll tell your children to say things. They'll say things to your children, and your children will come back on your time with them and repeat it like a parrot back to you. That shit hurts. They hurt you through a third point. Two people go like this. They can't get to you anymore because you've gone no contact, or maybe they just, that you've gone low contact, or you appear not to care. So they go through a third person. And the triangulation is taking another party and bringing that abuse back to you. That is triangulation. Social media is a form of triangulation. Everything that a narcissist puts on social media is crafted specifically for you to see it. So if you truly want to go no contact with a narcissist, you have to cut out social media. You not only have to block their number, their email, their phone, their everything, their handles. You have to block them on social media, and you cannot look at their shit. Because when you look at their stuff, when you look at their stuff, you're stinging your eyeballs. You're taking lemon and you're squirting it right in your eyeballs. That shit hurts. That stings. Do you want to sting your eyeballs? Because every time you watch their social media, they're crafting every post, every photo, every line, every video, every TikTok, every reel, everything. They're crafting that specifically for you to see it. They want you to be jealous. They want you to think you were the problem. They want to appear to look happy in this new relationship, that, hey, all I needed was the love of a good woman and you weren't it. I'm going to go on that Jamaican vacation with my new girlfriend because you weren't good enough for that, even though that's what you wanted. They're going to do that so that they can hurt you because they still want to control you and abuse you. So I really urge you, if you are going no contact with a narcissist or a toxic person in your life, please, I urge you, do not look at their social media. Block them on every avenue of social media. Looking at that is pouring lemon in your eyeballs. It's going to sting. It's going to hurt. And they're going to win. We don't want that. We win now. We win. They don't win. Their social media is for us. She admitted it's for my attention. Yep, exactly, right? I know what I should do, but it won't last long, so I need is too great. I don't know how to do it. I'm not sure what you're asking, but if you do want to work with me, anyone who's just tuning in, my name is Ro. I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor, and I'm a life coach, and I can help you heal from this. I have experience in this. I do one-on-one coaching, and I also do group coaching, so anyone who wants to join our amazing group, anybody who's in the chat who is going to be on the October 23rd group, pop your hand up and say, I'm going to be there, or be there, right? Or just put your hand up and let me know. It is an amazing group of community. It's an amazing way to be able to heal and to be in the space of other people who know what you've been through, and I promise you will get it, who will hear you, who will see you, who will be there for you. And if you do want to join that group, you can just go to the link in my bio under group coaching and just book that ticket. She wants my attention. Yes, that's what they do. They want your attention. They want to know that you're not doing well. They love that shit. They want to make sure that you feel like you were the problem. And if you notice, if a narcissist has a new supply, that they're doing all the things that they wanted to do for you, they said they would do for you, but they never did. You're going to get those social media posts where you see them going on a vacation, the vacation you've always wanted to go on, right? Yes, Bree's going to be there. I'll be there. Lovingly's going to be there. Anyone who's going to be in the group coaching session, thank you. Everyone who's got their hand up, it's going to be an awesome one. We're going to be talking about dating, so it's going to be a fun one. We talked about self-care before. We talked about the clarity, the moment we knew we were going to leave the narcissist. We're going to be talking about dating. Drew's going to be there. Yay. We're just kidding. Shut up. We're going to be talking about dating, okay? And it's going to be a fun one, and you're going to get an opportunity to share. We always talk about self-care in our group because it is really important to heal. I believe that healing from narcissistic abuse there's 3 really important aspects that we need of healing. And just by the way, check out my Halloween nails. You guys like them? Ooh, ooh, ooh. The Halloween nails. We got them. But we're going to be talking about self-care and all the ways, and this is something that I always talk about in my group coaching, which is the 3 main ways to heal from narcissistic abuse. Spooky fabulous, yes. In my opinion, number 1 is community. Being with your people, understanding that you are not alone, that you are healing with groups of people who've been through this, that you no longer have to feel isolated, that there are people in this world that have gone through what you've gone through, have walked your walk, have been in your shoes, right? You don't ever have to feel alone again because you are healing with others. Community is so important. Finding the like-minded people who are going to help you get to this place where you no longer have to feel like you were the only person in the entire world who went through it. And trust me, I've been there. I've felt like I was the only person on the entire planet who will understand what I've been through. No one gets it, especially in your life. Because it's pretty rare to find people in your social circle who get what you've been through. A lot of my friends were all happily married, and this was rare in my social circle. Because people don't understand this when, there's always the scapegoat or the odd one out or the person that has to deal with this abuse. And that was me. It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare that you find a best friend or somebody in your life that's gone through it. So it's, and also too, if you do find somebody, they might not even recognize that what they're going through is that, right? So community, that's number 1. Number 2, education, knowledge, awareness. Understanding and dissecting the relationship that you were in, and understanding and dissecting the dynamics that you had growing up that put you in these cycles of abuse and get you to this place where you understand what you've been through. You know the terminology. You can find the steps and learn the steps through coaching, right? Through healing, through knowledge, through books that I recommend a bunch of books on the link in my bio. If you go to the link in my bio under books recommended by Coach Rowe and journals recommended by Coach Rowe, you can learn exactly how to gray rock, exactly how to reduce stress in your life and practice self-care, how to have harm reduction, how to have an exit strategy, even just learn what a narcissist is and the different types of narcissists that are out there and how they do relate to psychopaths and sociopaths and toxic and dangerous people, right? Going to therapy, having coaching sessions, YouTube videos, workshops. There's a lot that we can learn here. Knowledge is power. So that's community. That's 1. Number 2 is knowledge. And anybody who isn't my friend, who isn't yet a mutual that I'm not following, if you can tell me the 3rd thing that I believe we need to heal from narcissistic abuse, and you can drop it in the chat, I will give you a follow back. Anybody who I'm not following already, if you can tell me number 3, number 1 is community, number 2, and if you already follow me, or I'm already following you, don't pop it in there, okay? If you are not following me and you can tell me what number 3 is, I will give you a follow back. No contact, no, that's not it. It's part of it though, for sure, but the overarching aspect of healing that we absolutely need is, yes, self-care, self-love. Very important. I think it's really important. I'm going to give you both a follow because you both got it. Self-care, self-love is really, really, really important because we absolutely need to learn how to love ourselves again and put ourselves first, put ourselves in the driver's seat. How many times did you feel like you were in the back seat your whole relationship with this person where you felt like you didn't matter? You didn't have a sense of love, support. You didn't have this sense of identity. How do we love ourselves when we don't even know who we are anymore? Because a narcissist knows how to take away our identity and make us feel isolated, even with ourselves. Heather, I got you. I want you to feel this. I want you to understand that self-love and self-care go hand in hand. Because as I say all the time, love is a verb, right? Love is a verb. I know it's backwards. Love is a verb. Love is how we show ourselves, how we show up for ourselves, right? Love is the action that we take. When a narcissist tells you that they love you, they don't really love you. They're just saying they love you. How do they show up for you? How do they show you that they love you? And if you do want this journal, it is linked in my bio under, at the very top actually, because it's brand new. You can buy it on Amazon. This is my healing journal. You can put your freedom date in the middle and start writing all of the amazing things you're going to do while you're free. So you can pick up this journal on Amazon. But if you are showing up for yourself in love, that means you're showing up for yourself by providing yourself with some self-care acts. If you're stuck on where to start with self-care acts, go to the link in my bio under 31 ways to practice self-care. Self-care doesn't always have to mean getting your nails done and getting in a bubble bath. Self-care means spending time with the people you love. Self-care means spending time with your pets. Self-care means, watching your favorite show on Netflix, listening to your favorite song, going for a walk, going for a drive, stepping out in nature, meditating, lighting candles. That is self-care. Self-care is where you get to celebrate you. The price of the journal is $18. So if you want to practice self-care, you are in practice of self-love. A narcissist at the very beginning of the relationship will say, I love you. I think I'm in love with you. You're the most wonderful thing in my life. You're my soulmate. We're meant to be together. Let's move in. Let's get married. They're going to say all this stuff to you. They're going to future fake a life. They're going to tell you that they love you. They're going to tell you that they love you when you catch them cheating. But I love you. It was only sex with them. It wasn't real love. It was you that I love. They're going to tell you they love you when you're ready to leave them. I'll never love you like anyone. I'm never going to love anyone like I love you. I love you so much. Right? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Right? They're going to tell you they love you when you've caught them in a lie. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I love you. I don't know why I lied like that. It's just because I love you so much. I don't want to disappoint you. I just love you so much. They're going to love you after they hurt you. Sell you a dream and give a nightmare. Yes. I've said that in content. They sell you a dream, they give you a nightmare. That's future faking. That love isn't real love because they don't show it. They actually don't show it. Love is a verb. Okay? If you want to get that on a hoodie, or you want to get that on a shirt, or a hat, or a mug, or a tumbler, you can get that on the link in my bio. Love is a verb. Don't forget that. Love is the way we show up. Love is how we show up for ourselves, for other people. Don't listen to what the narcissist says. Watch what they do. Their actions never match their words. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. Okay, so when they say they love you, how are they showing up for you? You can't love. You cannot love a narcissist who doesn't show you love back. You cannot love a toxic person who's manipulating you. You cannot love a dangerous person who hurts you, who you need protection from. You cannot love a liar, a cheater, a con artist, a thief. You cannot love this type of person and love yourself at the same time. That doesn't exist. You have to choose one. And in this case, you have to choose you. You always have to choose you. Narc free indeed. Narc free, guys. Let's stay narc free. So when you choose you and you practice self-love, you're naturally in action for yourself. Meaning you get to practice self-care again. You get to do the things that you were never allowed to do when you were with a narcissist. Name one thing you were never allowed to do when you were with a narcissist in the chat right now. What's one thing you were never allowed to do when you were with the narcissist? One thing that the narcissist would not allow you to do. And remember, we're all adults. We're all adults. There should be nobody, not one person on this entire planet who allows you and not allows you to do anything. Not one person. You should never have to ask somebody permission. Unless you're in jail and you have to ask permission to go to the fucking washroom. You never should have to ask anyone permission. Okay? Drink wine. Stay out at a lady friend's and have a drink. Right? Go anywhere without him. Set boundaries. Leave the house unless I was going with them. Work out. Gosh, have money that she wanted. Better yourself. Have social media. You know, have an opinion. Can you imagine? You're not even allowed to have a thought. A person in your life that you love, that apparently loves you and tells you that they love you, can't even give you a thought. Right? You'd rather beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. Exactly. Go out with friends. Guys, nope. Have financial freedom. Speak from the heart. Tell yourself an emotion. Share an emotion about yourself to somebody. Right? What do I do if my boyfriend is being overprotective? You know, you are an adult. You are an adult. You don't need a partner who is an authority figure, who's a parental figure. Right? People who are in healthy relationships, dating after abuse is equal. When you are ready to date after abuse, you should be able to feel free to have emotions. You should be able to feel free to spend the money the way you want to spend it. You should feel free to hang out with friends you want to hang out with. You should feel free to have an opinion. You should feel free to drink wine if you want to. You should feel free to have a Starbucks. Right? In the middle of your trip out to Costco without getting berated and yelled at. You should feel free to buy $5 cheese. You should be seen as an equal. 100%, Jason. Couldn't have said it better myself. Narcissists and toxic people have this power dynamic with you where you have to be under their control. They need you to check in all the time. They allow you to do things. They let. You know what? One of the things I used to always say is my husband let me out tonight. They let me out tonight. I was allowed out tonight. Hey, I'm out with the girls tonight. I'm allowed. I have to ask him permission. If it wasn't in the calendar and I didn't give him, time in advance that I was going out with the girls, and it had to be something. It had to be a birthday. It had to be some special event that I had to go do. And if he was in a bad mood that day, I couldn't go out. He would quickly ruin that for me. Being in a place where you have to ask your partner permission is not a healthy dynamic. It is not a healthy relationship. Oh, people would ask me if he let me out of the house. Yeah. Even your friends get conditioned. Even your friends and family, they get conditioned to knowing what your rules are. Oh, you were allowed out? Awesome. How come it's normalized? Why are they conditioned to think that that's normal? Because you're married? Because you have kids? Because he's always been an authority? And yeah, rather beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. But for some of us who have been in these abusive situations, who feel trapped, and who literally have Stockholm syndrome sometimes, where you are seriously afraid of your life, you think they might actually physically hurt you. There's a lot of abusive men and women out there who will hit another person, or even especially women, because they have this I can hit a man. I'll hit a man, no problem. Doesn't look the same. They'll start throwing punches at you because you're out with your friends. So I totally get that, Jason. I get that. But there are some people out there, toxic people, who are going to prevent you physically If a person doesn't actually hit you, but they hit the wall beside you, that is physical abuse, okay? Because it's intimidation. If a person is physically blocking the doorway and not letting you out, that is physical abuse because it is intimidation. If a person is driving recklessly in a vehicle, driving all around and threatening to crash the car and speeding and making you scared of your safety in life, that is physical abuse because it is intimidation. Okay, so understand what physical abuse actually is. It's not always just getting punched in the face. It's intimidation. It's a fear of your safety. It's a fear of your life. And so we don't identify that sometimes, right? Emotional abuse, he told me I was adopted because nobody else wanted me. So mean. So mean. I'm sorry that someone said that to you. You're worth more than that. When they yell in your face, take your phone away and throw things. Physical abuse, absolutely. When they break your phone in half. Physical abuse. When they hold you tight, they hold your arm like this. That's physical abuse. So we have to really understand the difference and really have kindness for ourselves that we went through that. And uses your children as pawns too. Yeah, absolutely. My phone, my iPhone, and my Apple Watch. I'm so sorry, Rosa, that happened to you. I never reported her physically abusing me. Too embarrassing, and I wanted to keep the peace for the kids. I get that. We do want to keep the peace sometimes. We do. And it's hard because there is that humiliation that comes from saying to the world that this person that we loved, we married, we were with, that we vouched for years, is abusing us. There's so much stigma on telling the world that we were abused by someone we loved. Not only is our financial tied to it, we're locked in with our friendships and our family. We're locked in together with kids. We have other investments tied up together. We live together. There's also this embarrassment. That part is really strong because how many times did you have to vouch for that narcissist and make excuses for them? I'll tell you why we do that, by the way. There's a reason why we do that. There's a reason why we make excuses for the narcissist. You know, it has something to do with cognitive dissonance. I don't know if you've heard of this term before. Cognitive dissonance. Hands up if you've heard of this term. Cognitive dissonance. You're looking for forgiveness. Cheater, cheater, cheater. Okay. Is that your ex that you're talking about, or cognitive dissonance, Leanne? Yeah, cognitive dissonance. So cognitive dissonance is confusion. It's a literal mind fuck. That's what it is. Right down to the if I'm going to give you the easiest definition, it's literal mind fuck. It's words not matching actions. It's exactly what I said earlier in this live where the narcissist will say they love you and then they'll cheat on you. Here's what we're receiving. We're receiving that they love us. Here's the action we're receiving. They're cheating on us. Here's something we're receiving. They say they're going to protect us. Here's another thing we're receiving. We are in fear of our life. We need protection from them. So do you see how the two things don't match? Right? They don't match. Our brain doesn't know which one to go with. We're so fucking confused. Our brain's like, mind fuck, what do we do? What do we do here? This one hurts. The cheating hurts. The needing fear, the fear of our safety, that shit hurts. We need to survive. We want this to be the real one. We want the love. We want to feel protected and safe. So how do we bridge that gap? How do we bridge it? How do we connect that mind fuck and make it make sense? Jess, what's up, girl? Cognitive dissonance. How do we connect that? We make up an excuse. What do some of the excuses sound like? He's drinking tonight. He's just too drunk. Hi, Kaiten. What's up, my friend? He had a bad childhood. There was trauma. They're just stressed. He's at work. He's busy. Right? Not much, you. Just chilling. Right? He's overwhelmed today. He just likes attention. He actually won't do the cheating. He won't really cheat. I know he won't. He just wants attention. They have a lot going on. They have a lot on their plate. They're super busy, you know? So we have to bridge that gap because our heart is in so much fucking pain. I know they'll apologize tomorrow. I know they will. We're just going to give it one day and let that stress go away. So it hurts. It hurts to have these two things not match. It hurts to say, this is my reality, is they're cheating on me. But part of the reality that they've tried to create is that they love me. So I don't know what to do with these two opposing thoughts. I'm going to bridge that gap. I don't want this mind fuck anymore because it hurts. And especially that hurts. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to bridge it and make an excuse. And this is why we tell our family and friends that they're just drunk tonight, that they're just stressed at work, that they just, or they're going to apologize tomorrow. This is not the worst of it. Actually, it's been worse. Like, this is actually pretty good for him. He doesn't do this. So they actually give you this, you give the excuse to the narcissist. And that's why it's humiliating. That's why it's embarrassing to all of a sudden step out and say, this person is abusing me. Because you've made all those excuses to bridge the gap because of cognitive dissonance. That is not your fault. That is a condition of narcissistic abuse. You did not choose that, and you didn't let it happen, okay? You were conditioned to tolerate this abuse. You did not choose to be abused. You did not stay in an abusive situation. The point of gaslighting is to make you feel crazy and really change the perception of your own reality. Okay? Gaslighting is a manipulation tool to make you feel crazy, to make you feel real confused and misunderstood at the point of giving up, and then just fitting the reality of what the narcissist feeds you. It is a control mechanism. The point of gaslighting is, yes, exactly. Thank you, CJ. Thank you. To get away with a lie and make you feel crazy. Yeah, gaslighting is real fucked up because it works. Gaslighting works. Gaslighting is taking a situation and making them feel like it didn't happen. So here's a couple rules and here's a couple tips on how to handle gaslighting. Hands up if you're ready for 4 easy tips on how to handle gaslighting. You're so welcome. I'm happy I'm not out here alone. I'm so appreciative of you being here. If you do want to work with me one-on-one, I do offer group coaching as well as one-on-one coaching. I offer packages for you as well, and text packages if you want to work with me and become my best friend. Basically, I help people by becoming their best friend. I'll be in your face and I'll be helping you, holding your hand and working you through this. As a certified life coach, I have the experience to help you heal from this, okay? So if you want to work with me directly or if you want to work in one of my groups, you can go to the link in my bio and book coaching. So hands up if you want to know how to handle a gaslighting attack. After the gaslighting, the war will be lost. What if he admitted to doing something wrong as a teenager and he brings it up 15 years later as a gaslit? I'm not sure about that. That's pretty specific. I would suggest maybe coaching with me so I can actually get into that because it doesn't sound too generic. But here we go. Gaslighting 101, okay? The narcissist, all they want to do is confuse you. The gaslighting, all they want to do is make you question your reality and wonder if it happened. Trust yourself. Trust your eyes. Trust your ears. Trust your feelings. Trust your eyes. Trust your ears. Trust how you feel. Number 1. If you saw it, it happened, okay? Trust your eyes. Trust your ears. Trust how you feel. If you saw it, it happened. Whatever the fuck they did what they did and you saw it. Do not let a narcissist tell you it didn't happen. Never let a narcissist tell you that shit didn't happen. If you saw it, it fucking happened, okay? Ro, what's up, Sean? How's it going? Ooh, did we sign up for coaching? Yes. How do we sign up for coaching? Go to link in my bio. You can sign up for group coaching, which is just linked there, or you can go down to book a coaching session and you can sign up on a one-on-one coaching session with me, right? Started recording. Sometimes you got to journal that shit. Go to Amazon, get yourself a healing journal by Ro, and start journaling all the shit that you remember, okay? If you see it, it fucking happened, okay? Trust your eyes, trust your ears, trust how you feel. The second thing, if you heard it, they said it. Whatever came out of that narcissist's mouth, they 100% said it. Do not let them convince you that they didn't. I never said that you were fat. I just wanted you to go to the gym so that, you'd be happier. I never called you fat. Do not believe it. You heard it. Write that shit down. Trust your eyes, trust your ears, trust how you feel. If you saw it, they did it. If you heard it, they said it, okay? And if they hurt you and they try to tell you it was a joke, it wasn't a joke, guys. That was a joke. I didn't mean it. Just as you fell on your face that time and this is just a joke. It's just a joke. No, it wasn't a joke because it hurt me. And if they can't take accountability at the fact that you were hurting, they're gaslighting you because they're not taking accountability for them hurting you. If they said some shit to make fun of you and called you some name that insulted you and devalued you in front of family members and friends, that hurts. And if you felt that pain, you're not too sensitive. You're not overreacting. Okay? Trust your eyes, trust your ears, trust how you feel. If you felt it and you felt pain and they tell you it's a joke, it's not a joke. It was meant to hurt you because it did hurt you. And if they can't acknowledge that the joke hurt you, they are trying to gaslight you. What would you say to being too sensitive? No, you're not being sensitive. Know that you are not being sensitive. You don't have to say anything about it. You can say that hurt me. I don't care what you think. If I'm being sensitive, that hurt me. And a person who is healthy will acknowledge that hurt you, take accountability for it, and actually give you an apology. And remember the 3 things that we need for an apology: specific, acknowledgement of how it made you feel, and change behavior. You don't get those 3 things, it's not an apology. You're being sensitive. Yeah, that's a gaslight too. No, I'm not being sensitive. I felt it. How am I being sensitive if I felt it? I felt it. Trust your eyes, trust your ears, trust how you feel. Straight out of Compton, crazy non-Mormon named Luna, coming in, straight out of Utah. Coming in and music. I love it, Chris. I love when you come in with that. I got to speak to my whole class at a college about mental health and DV with the narcissist. Ooh, awesome. See, guys, do you see how amazing the things we get to do when we're healing? The amazing things we get invited to do, the amazing opportunities that we get to allow ourselves to share and help others heal. And being in this space can actually save other people's lives. Do you see that? Right? Our entertainment in our minds for a long period of time was controlled by a narcissist. All that chaos that they put in our mind was just a form of entertainment. It was to keep us distracted from what we're really meant to do. I'm doing amazing. Thank you. Hey, Ro, what's up, Kat? Glocks Glitter, thank you for the hearts. I want you to know that whatever you do, all the beautiful things that you're meant to do, you can do when you remove that chaos from the narcissist. You get to entertain your mind with purpose, with passion, with your dreams. And you're able to do shit for yourself that matters, that makes a difference in the world. A narcissist wants to just throw all this chaos in your life and make you feel like shit. And you don't have to do that anymore. Michelle, what's up? I know, right? So I want you to really think about that, okay? It's really important that you live in this place of purpose now that you have this narcissist. Once you remove that chaos, what else is your brain going to do? How else are you going to entertain yourself? You get to speak. You get to speak at these events for DV shelters. You get to speak on domestic violence awareness, right? You get to coach people, help people heal. You get to develop journals and workbooks for Amazon. You know, you get to be a place where people can heal because they are looking at you for light. And it becomes a ripple effect. Those people who are healing are going to find inspiration in you. You're going to help them heal, and they're going to help other people heal. This is how we cure this, guys. We don't cure the narcissist. We cannot cure a narcissist, okay? Narcissists, they can become self-aware. There are two really good friends of mine, Lee Hammock and Ben Taylor of Mental Healness and Raw Motivations. Both self-aware narcissists, both amazing people on the platform, work with me together on Narc Avengers. And it's important that we see the perspective of a narcissist. They love to see people level up. They love to see people win. They're self-aware. It's rare, okay? We don't cure narcissists. We create awareness and we level up ourselves and help other people heal, and it becomes a ripple effect where more people heal, more people glow, the more people inspire other people, and the whole world can heal this way. This is how we do it, okay? My abuser directed a DV agency. Oh my God, I'm sorry. There are a lot of narcissists who will be disguised as victims, but they're really narcissists. The conversations you have end up being wild. Oh my God, I know, right? You glow differently after you leave. We glow up. We glow up. Whole nother level. Yep. That's right, Kat. Whole other level. Hi, what's up, my friend? So please remember how important that is. What you are doing is important. So I am going to leave you with this. If you do want to join my other live, I do have another account called Resting Flirt Phase. I'm going to play some music. We're going to do some karaoke. We're going to have a little bit of fun. I usually only go live for 1 hour on this account, so I'm just here to give you some info for an hour. But if you have any questions and you want to reach out to me, you can go to the link in my bio and you can email me. I'm a certified life coach. My name is Ro. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you can book a coaching session with me. I think a couple people just booked one tonight just from this chat, so I appreciate you supporting me and helping me help you, and continuing making my business thriving for people to be able to help more people. And if you want to get a journal, it's available on Amazon. The link for it is right here in my bio. If you want to take a look at some of the other books that I think are amazing and going to help you heal from narcissistic abuse, go to that link in my bio and check out books and journals recommended by Coach Ro. If you want to book a group coaching session with me, it is available for October 23rd. There's a few more seats left. So if you want to be in a sense of community, meet amazing people, and be able to sit in a group chat on a Zoom call and share part of your story, we're going to be talking about dating. Ro is so cute, like our little kangaroo. We're going to be talking about dating after abuse and what that's like. So it's going to be a really fun topic. I'm going to give you some tips on how to spot a narcissist and how to find out red flags, find out what your love language is, what your attachment style is, and if you're ready to date. Okay? And then if you want to join an amazing webinar that's coming up, go to the link in my bio under resources. Carrie McAvoy and Lisa Sani, two good friends of mine that do amazing webinars. When is this? So my group coaching is on October 23rd. If you go to the link in my bio under book group coaching, you'll get the link for the ticket for that. It is on a Sunday. It is at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's $25. The webinars are also $25. So there's one coming up called about sexual coercion. This one's a really hot topic. And it's really important to understand what sexual coercion is. That one you can find under Stronger Than Before webinars. And then another one that's coming up that's linked on my bio is how could I have fallen for a dangerous man? This is going to be interviewing the amazing Dr. Sandra Brown, who wrote a couple of amazing books. She wrote How to Spot a Dangerous Man, as well as Women Who Love Psychopaths. And she studied many, I don't know how many exactly, pathological love relationships. The book cover's pretty creepy. Or dangerous women. Yeah, it doesn't matter the orientation. It happens, yeah. But we're going to be interviewing her. I'm going to be a panelist on this webinar. We're going to be interviewing her and asking her all the questions on how to spot dangerous people, right? And inside the relationships that of the inevitable harm with psychopaths, sociopaths, and narcissists, and really talk about how it affects our lives. This is going to be an amazing event. This is on November 10th. So if you want tickets for that, go to the, I have to get so fucked up on this. Go to the link in my bio and you can book tickets for that one as well. And last but not least, if you want to join the roller coaster crew and you do get merch, if you do get a cute little tumbler, right? And hats and hoodies and shirts, and if you do end up getting this stuff, my Rollercoaster of Love merch line is available for purchase. I would love for you to tag me or hashtag Rollercoaster of Love, and love to see your stuff out in the social media world, and just love you rocking the narc-free vibes. Your lives rock, you're knowledgeable as fuck. Jason, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. And guys, I want you to remember something. Every single day that you're free from a narcissist is sweet. It is sweet, like sipping champagne sweet if you drink, or your favorite, whatever your favorite drink is. Even your worst day on the side of freedom will still be far better than the best day you ever had with that narcissist. Never forget that. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time. And I love you all. Let's stay narc free. Bye, guys.